Hello, ElPresidenteTel here. I am me, and I am free. A lot has been made of the controversy regarding Draw Muhammad Day 2 and the burnings of the Quran. I happen to feel it's because Islam is the terrorist flavour du jour. If it had been communism or Irish republicanism, as it has been in England, then there wouldn't be a problem. It would just be the same thing. But while I disagree with the method, I do not disagree with the point being made. No one should feel the fear of having their arguments suppressed due to other people trying to suppress their free speech. 67 years ago on June the 6th, my great-grandfather, Gaston Fauré, and thousands of men like him landed on the beaches of Normandy during Operation Overlord, or D-Day, to liberate Europe from the greatest threat to the freedom of speech that there has ever been. Arguably one of the greatest, if not the greatest. I live in a nation that is free, where I am free to say what I want, free to do what I want as long as it harms no one else. I cannot picture an environment where I am worrying about what I'm saying for fear of control of the government clamping down upon me. I do not have that because fortunately I have had the luxury of living in an environment of free speech. But I do not forget that it could be so easily taken away. One thing you have to realise is the most important thing on this planet is diversity. The people who set to divide you, the people who set to put you into little groups, will only succeed if you let them. There's a story I'd like to share of a girl called Sophie Lancaster, probably not well known throughout the world, but she was in the UK and she died because two animals kicked her to death in the street. Her crime was that she dressed in gothic rock style clothing. It is our differences that make us and also ironically divide us. The Sophie Lancaster case I bring up because it illustrates to me what happens when differences take us to a level of hate. Hate is the biggest enemy of the advancement of the world. If we were to reject hate and accept some form of love and tolerance, then society as a whole could get better. And the only way you can have acceptance and tolerance is if people have the liberty to say what they want, because freedom of speech allows us all to feel comfortable in each other's views. As long as we know what others are saying, then we can at least formulate an argument. And if we can formulate an argument, we can have a dialogue. And if we have a dialogue, then we can all advance as one. In accordance with I Am Me month, I applaud the organisers for making this opportunity to show that people like me stand by our arguments. We will not have other people fight for our freedom of speech. We will fight ourselves. And unless we're presented with good evidence to show that we are wrong, in which case we will happily submit a correction or a retraction, then we will stand alone and fight for our right to free speech and for the advancement of civilization across this planet through the freedom of speech and the free exchange of ideas. Because to quote the musician Frank Turner, a man who trades his liberty for a safe and dreamless sleep doesn't deserve the both of them, and neither shall he keep. I'm ElPresidenteTel, wishing you all love, peace and liberty.